Hello everybody, this is Dark Knight 316, Robert Ruler Gaming, and this is Tackles and Takedowns. This week we're going to look for the deadlines for the NFL trade and give our thoughts about the trade picks and the trade deadline. Sorry, I think I need this monster rehab more.
Some of this that I saw at the beginning though was like kind of crazy. So we'll go over some of the deals.
Yeah.
So Jets acquire DB and deal with Chargers. So they received Jair Taylor, and then Los Angeles received the 2028 conditional pick, which is weird though that they acquire a defensive back when they had one of the best defensive backs in the league. But
yeah, but they're getting what 4 years out? 5, 6, 7? So 3-year out draft pick.
Pretty much.
So it's like way further.
So Chargers,
how are you going to remember that?
Chargers needed an offensive tackle, so they got that Trevor Penning, and then so they trade some of their picks. This is what's crazy. I wonder, the Cowboys, they make this trade for Quinnen Williams, which is crazy to me for a couple things. Because one, you traded Micah Parsons, who was your best defensive player, for another defensive player. Like, why don't you just keep Micah Parsons? But two,
maybe it might be salary.
Mozzie Smith got traded, but then the second round pick and a first round draft pick. Is this going to be kind of similar to what Dallas and the Vikings did the one year when they ended up getting Emmitt Smith and all that? Like, are the Jets going to build now are they going to build a championship team with all the picks that they just got?
Doubt it.
Bears add pass rushers, so they got Joe Tryon-Shoyinka from the Browns, which I didn't know he was still there.
Yeah. Seahawks got Rashid Shaheed. Yeah.
And then, see, this is a big one, too. So the Jets got a first and a second last trade, and then they pretty much said they're out of it. They traded Sauce Gardner for 2 first-round picks and a wide receiver, which is the crazy thing to me that, like, Indy went all in to say, oh, like, we're going to get the best cornerback in the league just for them to, like, I think this was a bad mistake because you want to use your first-round picks as leverage going into the draft.
Yeah, well, the Jets might be good then next year then if they're getting everybody's first-round drafts.
They could be. But
and just trade off, everybody.
They could be, and then Jacksonville got Jacoby Myers, so they got the law firm.
Yeah, he's a good wide receiver, so.
And then Dallas got
Logan
Wilson.
Which isn't that one.
My Titans traded Draymond Jones for a pick. So that's pretty much all the moves. And then yesterday, Jalen Phillips moved to New York. Or sorry, the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles got Jair Alexander, which is weird too that Sauce Gardner didn't go over there. But that's pretty much the big name trades. Which one stood out to you?
I think the one for the law firm, because
that one stood out.
Yeah, well, because he's a good wide receiver. He's a good receiver.
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, he's a good receiver.
More than Sauce Gardner standing out.
He should have went back to New England and helped out over there instead of going to Jacksonville.
But I mean, Las Vegas got a 4th and a 6th.
But the Raiders should have traded with the Patriots and be like, hey, we need Jacoby Myers. We need a law firm.
This is what's crazy. So Jets got in their trades over yesterday, they got 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick, trading 2 of their players. Like, that's crazy. When I first read this, I was like, dang, man, that's pretty crazy to see because.
Well, that'll probably change your picks then, right?
We'll see.
Well, we'll go to that now.
You still have to get in there as a, still.
Oh, it'll be time for them to get used to it
and stuff like that. I mean, Sauce Gardner's good enough. I think he could adapt because he's one of those. What do you call it? Those island quarterbacks where they don't throw to you because he's too good. Like, I think it's that one, but...
All right, so Thursday night game with the Raiders versus the Broncos at home at the Broncos Stadium.
I got the Broncos. They still got another international game?
Yeah, I know, it sucks. So the international game this week is the Falcons versus the Colts.
I'm going Colts. Colts are going to win it.
Okay. Then the next one we have is the Saints against the Panthers.
I got the Panthers in this one.
Okay.
Panthers have been surprising me this year because they've actually been doing better than what.
Like, look at the Saints; they're 1-8. I mean, they're not the worst team. The Jets are the worst team, but
I mean, considering that they're second in the division behind Tampa Bay, like they weren't expected to be this good. So.
Okay. Next one is the Giants versus the Bears.
I got the Bears.
Yeah, that was the surprise upset last week. Where it was like coming back and everything, and then coming back the last second. The next one is the Jags versus the Texans.
I'm going the Jags.
You're going to go Jaguars on this one? Okay. Next one is the Bills Dolphins.
I got the Bills.
You think the Bills are going to
Bills
do it?
Take it?
Bills. Okay. This one, Ravens Vikings.
I choose the Ravens.
You're going to choose the Ravens?
I mean, Lamar Jackson came back last week. He's not injured this time. He'd look much better. So.
Okay. Browns Jets.
I'm going with the Browns.
The Browns.
Both teams I do not care.
Okay. And then next one is the Bucks Patriots.
This is a tough one because both teams are good right now. And does the Patriots continue their winning streak going on? I got the Patriots in this one, but I think it's going to be a nail-biter because Baker Mayfield don't back down. But that's going to be an interesting one, I think. It's going to be a tough one for both those teams.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then the next one's Cardinals Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks in this one.
You don't think Kyler Murray? Oh, well, he ain't playing.
He's not playing, no.
All right. So then the next one is Rams 49ers.
I got the Niners in this one. I think they take the win.
You think Brock Purdy will do it? Or
I think Brock Purdy. Or Mac
what's
Jones
his name?
start again.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones to start. All right. Next one's Lions versus the Commanders.
I got the Lions.
Yeah, that Commanders quarterback. Ooh. If you haven't seen that one, broken.
I don't recommend watching it because I don't know how long his elbow is going to take to recover. But that was a bad looking move.
Yep.
But and I think that's one of the reasons why with the Commanders, like what you got to watch out for is because Daniels, he's one of those quarterbacks that can run around and do a bunch of things like that. And I think that's where the NFL has gone to a league where a lot of they like the running quarterbacks, and I think that's what's going to hurt the league a lot is because you got these guys who run around. Look at Lamar Jackson injured a lot and stuff like that. So
that's why the Shadir Sanders I said would be better because he's a pocket quarterback, and if they keep him as a pocket quarterback, he'll do good.
I think
but
so.
If he does it where he's being like everybody else, he's going to hurt himself. But side note, which injury do you think is worse, the Commander's injury or Sid Vicious jumping off the top rope, breaking his leg?
I would say Sid Vicious.
Yeah, I think Sid Vicious is...
Which one do you think is worse?
I would think Sid Vicious because of the leg.
Daniel's injury or Alex Smith's injury?
What was Alex Smith's one?
He broke his leg by getting sacked by J.J. Watt.
I don't know if I remember that one. If we have time,
if we have time, I don't know if you want to show that video because it's a.
Yeah, I don't know if we would even be allowed to on.
It's a bad video
on YouTube, but we'll go with the next one is the Steelers versus the Chargers.
I got the Steelers.
Okay, and then the final Monday game, Eagles Packers.
I got the Eagles on this one.
Got the Eagles on that one. All right.
But Tennessee isn't playing this week.
Nope,
so,
they got a bye week.
So I can possibly take my picks up higher.
So you could possibly change your pick from the Patriots to the other one because if you didn't,
Kansas City's 5-4.
If you didn't know, he lost against the Patriots, and so we bet a steak dinner on it, and I won.
I don't
had my steak dinner and everything.
Brag. You don't have to brag.
So hopefully this won't be an every 4 years matchup. Hopefully it'll be every year because they lost Mike Vrabel, so usually they do those competition type things. So hopefully it happens every year. But that's all the picks that we did for this week. Like most of the ones, I think the ones that are the tough ones is the Eagles-Packers, because the Packers could potentially win. I mean, they tied one of the games.
Yeah, but they just lost last week.
Yeah, the Steelers-Chargers is a tough one too, because the Steelers are surprisingly doing good, but the Chargers are doing good as well. And then the other one I thought was a hard one is the Rams-49ers. I don't know about you.
You thought the Patriots-Bucks?
I still think the Patriots will pull it off, even if it's like by 1 point. I think that they're still going to do it.
Standings, what we see, do you think it's going to end where it is? Anybody picks up, gains ground? New England leads the division. I think it's going to be a battle between the two, New England and Buffalo. If New England loses this game, Buffalo wins.
Pittsburgh could potentially do it for the AFC.
I think Pittsburgh, I think they win it out, but it's like they win 9-8. I don't think this division has gone, because the problem with Pittsburgh is their defense hasn't been good, but everybody in this division has been terrible. So it's like they're winning because this division's been terrible.
Yeah.
So
Tennessee, they can at least beat Houston, but not this week because they got a bye week. But they can at least beat Houston. And then what's sad is the Kansas City one.
Kansas City's 5-4.
I know, but Broncos are number 1, and then it's the Chargers, and then the Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Nobody was expecting.
Nobody would. Yeah, exactly. Nobody's expecting it, because Kansas City in that division was always number 1. Yeah.
And on the road they're 1-3, but I think they got the what do you call it, the Super Bowl hangover.
You think so?
Usually they have it where it's the losing team doesn't make it. Has happened, I believe, in the last couple of years, but you usually see something like that. But I think one of the biggest things Kansas City is facing is, 1, they don't have a good offensive line, but 2, because you're paying your players so much, you thought you can just put pieces together and be able to win.
Look at Broncos. They're 4-0 at home.
7-2.
And then they're 3-2 on the road. But dang, I didn't know that there'd be let's see, the Eagles. Yeah, I can see the Eagles taking that one. There's no problem with that. I don't see Cowboys coming up.
And that's the thing too. It's everybody in this division. The Commanders last season made it, but now the Commanders are playing terrible.
See, the NFC North is going to be a fight.
Tough one, I think.
Because if the Vikings win and they're 5, and then if Packers lose, Lions lose, and Bears, they're all fighting for the number 1 spot for the NFC North.
Detroit was number 1 last year, with the Vikings as number 2.
Yep.
And then Green Bay was 3.
See, and with the Vikings, they said that they're better on the road this season than at home. So they suck at home, but they're good on the road. And same with the Bears, but everybody else is good at home. And then with the Tampa Bay, I wouldn't think the Panthers would have been up there. I would have thought the Saints would have been.
I would have chose the Falcons, because I thought the Falcons their team good enough. But you gotta give credit to Carolina that they're 3-1 at home.
Yeah.
So they're 3-1 at home, but they've played some close games, and considering Bryce Young has gotten flack for the starting quarterback that he is and stuff like that, to come out and you're 5-4, but you're actually up. I think that's a good thing. And you also got to look too, because they're technically not that far behind Tampa.
Well, look at Tampa. They're 4-1 on the road. That means that they're going to face the Patriots. They might actually beat the Patriots then, if they're 4-1 on the road.
See. But that Mike Vrabel team's been pretty tough.
And then the NFC West, you got the Seahawks. Normally it's the Rams and 49ers. You don't really see the Seahawks. This is going to come out as a... Yeah, it's going to be a fight
at the end. But where's the playoffs picture? There it is.
Yeah.
So we'll end with looking at playoff picture with the Super Bowl. Was that 60? Is it 60 this year? Wow.
50-60, yeah. San Francisco.
So let's see.
So it's in California?
Yeah, it looks like it's in San Francisco.
Yeah, Bay Area. Huh.
For Super Bowl 60. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I remember Super Bowl 50.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at the playoff where that we currently stand this week.
Yeah.
Do you see any changes, or do you?
So
think
they show the Colts, Eagles, Patriots in number 2.
Mm-hmm. So Patriots win, Colts win. It stays the same. But Patriots could take number 1. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Broncos, Seahawks forward with the Steelers. So all your division winners there. Green Bay slowly falling. There's the Bills.
Yeah, they said Packers went down 3. Right?
So,
or does that mean that they were third last time?
They were number 1
Okay.
on the list, and then they dropped.
And then they dropped to 3, okay.
So,
yeah.
But this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to flip-flop between Seahawks, Rams, and Niners. But ultimately, I think they all make it.
Yeah.
I think this is what your playoffs are going to look like, but they're going to be different.
With the first 6?
No, the first 7.
Mm.
I don't, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Whew.
You think the Jaguars are going to make it too?
Jags, I think they might get bumped.
By like Kansas City?
I think so. Because,
or do you think it'll be the Ravens?
No, I think it might be Kansas City because I don't think the Jaguars are playing well enough to
like maintain that.
But I think Kansas City might sneak in and then they would play New England.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would suck. But what about for NFC?
NFC, I think
because the Lions are down at the bubble. So
yeah, but I think what's going to happen is I think
you think the Bucks is going to drop and then the Lions will move up.
No, I think your Eagles Bucks are going to stay the same here.
Uh-huh.
The Seahawks, Rams, and 49ers battle it out there. I think the Packers and the Lions kind of battle it out there. But I think this might be your 7.
You don't think anybody on the bubble is gonna pick it up, like maybe like the Vikings or the Bears?
I don't think so because I think that they're just gonna get hit too much with the injury bugs, and I think the Bears too are having are going to have like the whole like oh, here comes Garfield, you gonna jump up? Garfield's coming on. I think they're gonna hit the whole like injury bug and then end up not doing so hot. So. But
here's the cameo. So
we got a visitor in our video today.
Yeah.
So
whoa.
Do you want to say something?
I gotta get you off of here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. There we go.
Well, I guess with that cameo.
Yep. There's the cameo.
After she moved all the.
But not typed everything. But that's all the news that we have this week for this for the sports, and we'll see you on the next one.
God bless you guys. Take it easy.
Yeah.